Hi guys, I hope you're all well. In this video I want to discuss 3 things I wish I had focused more on when I first started training. So number 1 would be tracking my food intake, tracking my calories and macronutrients, protein, carbohydrates and fats. So this really is the key ingredient with regards to nutrition within the fat loss phase and the muscle building phase. So in the fat loss phase, we obviously need to create that energy deficit. We need to be in a position where we're burning more calories than we're consuming. If you're not tracking your food intake, if you don't know how many calories you're eating on a day-to-day basis, it's very difficult to know how to make changes when you reach a fat loss plateau. So even though you may see some fat loss progress just by not tracking your food intake, as soon as you reach a fat loss plateau, you won't know how many calories you're actually consuming, how many calories to drop to continue creating the energy deficit needed for fat loss and or to increase energy expenditure from more cardio. Additionally, with regards to the muscle building phase, the opposite is true. We're focusing on slowly increasing calories over time. Once again, if you don't know how many calories you're eating on a day-to-day basis, you don't know how to continue creating that surplus by constantly increasing calories over time. So that'll be the first suggestion I'd make. And it may seem daunting and overwhelming initially, but something I've spoken about more recently is just appreciating that over time it does become much easier, to the point where you don't really need to consciously track it as religiously as you did when you first started tracking your food intake. You really build up an awareness of how calorically dense certain foods are, and you start to do this almost unconsciously without even thinking about it too much. That would be my suggestion. So that's the first thing I wish I'd focused on more when I first started training. The second thing is training body parts twice per week at least. This is more optimal for a natural trainer. It just allows you to get more volume in within your weeks of volume, sets times reps times load, and that is the biggest determining factor for influencing muscle growth. So therefore, by training body parts twice per week, just allows you to get more sets, more exercise within your week. As such, helps to increase volume within the muscle building phase. Additionally, it just allows you to maintain strength much more effectively within the fat loss phase as well. Finally, I wish I'd focused on being more patient. It's so critical to realize that it really does take a long time to build a significant amount of muscle mass as a natural trainee, or to lose a significant amount of body fat. And unfortunately, it does take a long time, and therefore I wish I'd have focused on being more patient within the muscle building phase and also in the fat loss phase, focusing more on the process, tracking the food intake, performing the training sessions, as opposed to getting obsessed with the scale weight changes and how you're looking in the mirror. So hopefully those three things will help you. As I mentioned, these are 3 things I wish I would have focused on more when I first started training. So hopefully that's been useful. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.